This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series on your new life in this new year. Crucial to the moving into and the expansion of your new life is stillness practice. We spoke of mindfulness a while ago. Stillness practice is where we actually take a few minutes, a few moments at the beginning if we haven't got a practice yet, but eventually it will be minutes and eventually it will be even longer, to be still, which means to create the space for that which is bigger than us to manifest through us. We did a meditation, I think it was the second video in this series, and we'll do one here. Meditation is the primary stillness practice, and there are a million videos. You can look at the True Diamond Heart library, you'll find videos on meditation. There's infinite resources. Find one that appeals to you and deepen your stillness practice. The other form that a lot of people do is silent prayer, which is where we listen to God rather than speak to God. But meditation is the same thing. We listen. We allow ourselves to become still. Now in stillness practice, we do two things. We contact the divine. We contact that magnificent grandness, that freedom, that beauty, that truth. That's the essence that calls us at all times to be living into our new life. And we clean out that which blocks those traumas and pains and obsessive thoughts and thinkings and anxieties and worries, those patterns and habits in our bodies and minds. We clean those out in the stillness. We are mindful in the stillness with a certain specific focus, and we allow these things to just run out their energy by watching them impersonally. And it's not that easy. It can be quite difficult, quite painful at times. But as you start to see that your house does become clean and your inner world does become a much better, brighter, more beautiful place to live, you say, oh, well, it's just something that needs to be done, just like cleaning the house. You may not love cleaning the house, but you like having a clean house, so you do it. Now, meditation. Let's just try a little bit. If you don't have a meditation practice or a stillness practice, like exercise, it makes time. You may say you don't have time, but exercise makes time. It clarifies your body and your mind, so your other time is much more productive. So too does stillness practice create time. It makes the rest of your life more mindful, conscious, productive, creative, joyful, beautiful. It makes time. So please close your eyes. Make sure you have a few minutes just to be still and to do nothing. To be here in this now. Meditation is simply the time that we devote to being within in a focused, mindful, uninterrupted way. At this moment, we begin meditation simply by understanding that for the next 3 to 5 minutes, we will do nothing else but this. We devote this time. We have the divine power to choose, in the image of the divine power to make a choice, to actually decide, I will stay focused and uninterrupted for 3 to 5 minutes. It sounds easy, but if you haven't done it, it's not as easy as it sounds. And yet you are the master, the mistress of your inner world. If your outer world is in an emergency or crisis or something, of course, you take care of it. If it's not, you have 3 to 5 minutes now to take care of this. Or if there's something on the stove or whatever, you understand, you know, you're an adult. Assuming all those things are taken care of, this is the 3 to 5 minutes you would just waste doing something else. You've decided to be here. You've decided to be in this moment, meaning what's happened in the past will not distract. What we hope for in the future or fear in the future will not distract. Yes, we will be pulled out of this moment constantly by thoughts and feelings. Meditation is not the struggling with thoughts and feelings. It's the simple remembering to coming back to being in this moment. Be aware of the fact that you're breathing, for example. That's a wonderful technique. You can just be aware of breathing. You're breathing out. Breathing in through your gently mindful of the fact that an in-breath brings newness and life. The out-breath releases oldness and stagnation, that which no longer or never served us. In with the newness of this moment. Now start to feel your hands. Be aware of your hands and your arms and your shoulder and the gateway to eternity, to the infinite, is the finite. In through the body, the center of absolute self-awareness of this embodied self is the gateway to eternity, with the transcendence of this little time-bound self. Feel your chest and your stomach and your pelvis and your neck and your head, your ears and your nose and your face, your thighs, your lower legs, calves, feet, toes, hands, your whole body. You're just aware. Now just sit. You're not waiting for anything. You're not doing anything. You simply are. A rare moment of being. And as you learn to just allow yourself to be in this moment, nothing but be, there's a certain sense of peacefulness and spaciousness that starts to reveal. And whenever distraction comes, you never fight with the distraction. You don't argue with it. You don't explain it. You don't let it pull you away from your determination, which is a calm, easy determination. You don't need to fight with thoughts and feelings. You're the boss, not the thoughts, not the feelings. You simply just watch them and gently move them aside. They'll have their moment later. Right now, I, the ears that hear, have chosen to be still, to be breathing, to be aware of my body, to be in a certain sense of peace, not needing to go, change, fix, be, think, feel, just to simply be, nothing else but this, right now, this moment, this voice, this sound, this experience, and the openness and the peace and the edges of joy that kind of glimmer through these moments. The belonging, the ease, being at home for a moment. Nothing pulling me out. Now, as we move gently out of this meditative state, with the understanding that as we deepen this practice, we will be confronted with things will begin to reveal. Things will begin to come out. You'll start to feel anxieties. You'll start to feel fears, and thoughts and feelings will start to repeat. Then what we do is we house clean. We stay with our stillness. Some of the stillness is the goal, the reward, the joy, the feeling, the home, the peace, and all these other things. The other half is the house cleaning. And as we clean house, more and more of that peace reveals and the joy reveals. But we will have moments as we start to unravel that falseness, that illusion, that idea, feeling matrix that we've so closely identified with. As that starts to unravel, pockets of things come up, and in our stillness practice, we work with them by being completely mindful, impersonal, and letting them run their course. If you don't have a mindfulness practice, first thing in the morning for 30 to 90 seconds, last thing at night for 30 to 90 seconds, the bookends of waking consciousness, just be still. As you move into it after a few weeks, few days, few weeks, broaden it, make it longer by a few minutes, a few seconds, a few minutes, until it becomes just so automatically necessary for you. You'll just realize, I have to do this because it's just the key to what it is that I'm seeking. Then it'll happen when it happens. But it's a good beginning practice. And if you forget for 3 days, that doesn't mean you say, oh, I forgot, I'm just gonna let it go. It just means you forgot for 3 days. Knowing that you forgot for 3 days is a wonderful achievement. It's a mindfulness. Then the next morning or the next night, you do it again. 30 to 90 seconds. 6 months, you'll be doing it quite a bit longer, and your life will never be the same in a magnificent way. This is your new life. Only you can choose. Only you can do the work. Only you can live it. And so you will. Amen.